Senior High School, PCTV Sports presents District 1 playoff basketball. Tonight, the Lower Moreland Lions take on the Wing Lions of St. Pius X. Good evening, everybody. This is Dick Geiger along with Dave Reidenouer. And Dave, the Wing Lions are coming off a very successful campaign in the Pac-10, but they really haven't played since the Pac-10 Final Four.
Yeah, and that's always been a problem for St. Pius because they're in AA. It's a good news, bad news scenario. The good news is you only have to win one game in your district final. The bad news is you got about 3 weeks to wait to start to play again. So it's always been something that they've had to deal with. I think Randy Reber and his staff and the players have always done a nice job of trying to get back on track and get it going here early.
And we've got a very small field in this District 1 AA bracket. Only 4 teams in the bracket, yet only one of these 4 will go to the state playoffs.
Yeah, you have to win the districts, and that's the downside of it. But again, the good side is you win one game, you're in the finals, and once you get to the finals, anything can happen. And I know that's been Randy Reber's philosophy for the last few years.
Now, we don't know a lot about Lower Moreland. We know they don't have any size problems or matchup problems size-wise with the Wing Lions, and understand they have some good perimeter shooting.
Yeah, they do. You know, the Anish boys you're going to have to watch. They're snipers. They're little guys. They're 5'8". They're brothers, and they can play a little bit. They're very feisty. They like to up-tempo it. Randy Reber wants to get out and run and try and negate that a little bit and try to score some easy buckets in transition. So I'm interested to see how it goes. We have the Battle of the Lions here. This is like back in the old days, Richard.
Like Battle of the Trojans we had once or twice. All right, the Wing Lions start their district playoffs. We'll be right back with the play-by-play. Well, after a great version of the Star Spangled Banner, we'll introduce our officials for this evening. Don Schaefer, Dan Binder, and Hal Golden.
That's one of the new traditions that I really have enjoyed, Richard, with the kids getting involved in singing the national anthem. And Mickey's always got some good ones down here at SpringFord.
I think anymore when we hear a canned version, it's a disappointment.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, I agree.
And we come back in time for the starting lineups for both squads. And the visiting team tonight, the Lions of Upper Moreland. There's number 3, Scott Anish. Number 14 is his brother, Evan. They're both 5'8" seniors.
They got to be twins, Richard. Look at them.
They got to be.
Yeah.
Jared Zeisler, he's also a senior. Number 24, Freemark, and also number 34, Fishman. They start 5 seniors. And now for the home team tonight, and they have pretty much a home game just down the road here at SpringFord High School. At the guard, one of the guards is Chad Difebbo. Mike Bilinski will get a start tonight. Number 4. Mike Curry, number 14, he's a 6'4" junior. And Matt Martin is a 6'3" senior at number 20. And in the middle, 6'3", senior number 40, Chris Flick. Danny Burke
will be coming off the bench.
Yep,
he's back. I think he's pretty close to 100% right about now, but Coach Reeves wants to reward Bilinski for doing a good job in his stead, and Bilinski will get a start here tonight.
We'll remind our viewers that Danny Burke, typically starting in the St. Pius lineup, missed the last 2 games, the last regular season game and the semifinal of the Pac-10 Final Four with a badly sprained ankle. And if we get a chance, we'll get our camera in to show that it is still heavily wrapped.
Right, and Coach Reber says, you only go about 7-8 deep anyway, so now with Burke and also Dallas Twist as his 2 main subs, he can get his normal rotation back in order. And again, I want to apologize already, Richard, if you hear some sniffling in the background. That's just me. I'm battling through this thing, and I'm sure Randy Reber wants his team to play a heck of a lot better than I feel right about now.
Well, I hope you don't feel as bad as you sound.
Well, I don't feel that bad, but But I tell you what, one of the assistant coaches for Lower Moreland, I thought that was Tommy Harvey at a quick glance. Looks exactly like the little point guard on the state championship team back in '93.
Even has the same posture.
Yeah, he
as
does.
We saw him standing there.
Yeah.
That is Freemark and Martin tipping it off, and the Winged Lions will get the first possession of the ball game. Looks like they're going to face a zone defense, a 2-3 zone set up by Lower Moreland. Now the Winged Lions have faced Lower Moreland in the past.
Yeah, they have.
I remember they played Lower Moreland at Upper Moreland in a district game a couple of years ago. There's Bilinski battling for an O board, and Curry throwing it off of Freemark, so that'll be Winged Lion basketball.
And I did talk to Randy Reber before the game, and he said they did have an opportunity to scrimmage. They scrimmaged Perk Valley, they scrimmaged Reidenouer, so they had a couple of game situations. However, they haven't had a scrimmage since last Saturday. Against this side of defense is a kind of game where Danny Burke can have a big game, Richard. He is a sniper. Once he gets his feet set and his shoulders square, he can knock down some 3 balls, so we might see him early on in the game.
He is a zone buster, or can be. They get it inside to Curry, and there's a wide open Martin, and he makes a layup. That's good passing against that zone defense. Matt Martin has the first bucket of the ball game.
And it took a minute, Richard. They went, at the 7-minute mark, so that showed very good patience by St. Pius, although they did get an offensive rebound and another opportunity.
Pius will come out in a straight man defense, and I'm sure Coach Reber's going to switch it up from time to time.
That's the guy they have to watch right there, number 3, Scott Anish.
Who is a lefty, and he tosses in a 3 ball.
Randy said he's a left-handed sniper out front, loves to bomb them.
3-2 ball game. Martin finds Flick along the baseline. His reverse does not catch iron.
That's a kind of crazy shot he normally makes, though, Richard. He does come at you from all different angles.
That's a tough defensive assignment.
Yeah, for Martin. Yeah.
There's the other Anish. That's Evan Anish. He does not catch iron. Chad Difebbo penetrates, feeds Martin. He comes from the underside, and Matt Martin has his second field goal.
Well, that time Difebbo did a nice job of distributing the basketball. He does do a nice job of always getting down the middle of that lane, doesn't he, Richard?
Anish,
wow,
from the baseline, drains another jumper. That's the left-handed Scott Anish.
Well, it's Anish 5, Martin 4 right now, Richard.
5:34 to play in the first quarter. There's an ill-advised pass, but Difebbo comes up with it and finds Bilinski.
Oh.
That pass was right to Anish. This is Scott, who is bumped on his way to the basket by Bilinski.
Here we get a good look at some of the footwear out there on the field, on the court, I should say.
Lower Moreland inbounds.
Wish I had some of the money to spend on sneakers, don't you, Dick?
Yeah. There's another air ball thrown up. Martin needs some help. Difebbo comes to the rescue. Chris Flick thought about taking that baseline jumper.
Well, Lower Moreland is very pesky in this 2-3 collapsing zone, Richard.
They've held St. Pius to 2 field goals.
They're taking the crowd out of the game. They've set the tempo the way they want it. They want a low-scoring ball game. Oh, nice pass.
Curry down low, does a nice job of pump faking, and gets Fishman in the air, and he's going to commit a foul.
There's
non-shooting foul.
I'm sorry, Richard. There's Danny Burke with the ankle still wrapped up pretty heavy. His left ankle. There he goes. He's going to get the call, though. Randy Reber wants some offense.
Martin can also launch a 3. Flick gets double teamed on the baseline. Pius trails by a point. Not any longer. Chad Difebbo drains a 3 ball from the top of the key and puts Pius up by 2. 7-5 Wing Lions.
Pius playing zone right now too, Richard.
Well, I knew Coach Reber would switch it up a bit.
Yeah, he likes to.
Fishman from the foul line. Rebound comes to Bilinski.
And they want to run. They don't want Lower Moreland to get back and be able to set up.
Another long 3 by Difebbo.
Why not?
All strings.
Why not?
That's going to loosen up that zone a bit.
Yep.
Pius up by 5 now.
It's amazing how that little arc has changed this game so much, Richard.
2 unanswered field goals, and it's a 6-point swing. Now Lower Moreland looks a bit tentative on offense.
Yeah, they're standing around a little bit now. They're not running any patterns.
Freeman inside is blocked by Curry. They get an offensive rebound and a jump ball situation, a held ball.
Possession error with the Lions.
And Danny Burke gets a little bit of a cheer as he comes in, and he's going to replace Chris Flick.
Here's the play one more time inside. Watch Curry doing a good job getting his paw on that one. Gets a piece of it, and there you see the held ball.
Matt Martin comes up with the long rebound. Floats one up, but can't score it. And that's going to be Pius basketball. Pius contesting those rebounds.
Yep. And they're still getting out and running, Richard. I know Randy does not want Lower Moreland to get a chance to set up that zone. He wants to try to score some easy buckets.
Difebbo, his fadeaway does not go, and Curry knocks it out of bounds.
Yep. Difebbo was too close, Richard.
Yeah. Mike McCabe will call a timeout with 3:06 left to play in the first. We'll be right back.
Crowd on hand down at SpringFord. Always such a nice place to do a game and see a game. Mickey McDaniel and his staff do a great job getting everybody ready to go, don't they, Richard?
And I know a lot of the players like to play on this court.
Yeah.
It's a nice court for players to play on. Well lit.
I never know. I never played in a court, Richard, with the clock up in the middle like that, though. They're always on the end walls when we played. They weren't this high-tech and new fab kind of a thing, but I guess they like it.
Well, actually, at Central, I'm not sure we had a scoreboard.
It didn't matter. You guys kept scoring one every game anyway. The buzzers sounded whenever they felt like ending the game in the quarters or whatever. Yeah, for all those people never experienced that, Richard, they missed something in their life.
The pit.
Yep.
Mike Curry gets inside. They've done a good job of getting the ball in the paint in this against this zone. Haven't gotten many points from that. Most of the points come from beyond the arc.
Well, Martin did get inside 2 times, Richard, for some inside passes. There's Curry. Had a dish off inside, but decided to take it himself as Martin was open on the right wing. However, he does get fouled by Freemark. Made the first one.
.229 left to play in the first quarter.
A little strong with that one.
Off the heel of the rim, but it's a 6-point advantage for the Winged Lions. Number 3 is Scott Adich. He's the only Lower Moreland player to have scored. He scored 2 field goals. And there's Dan Burke getting aggressive defensively, committing a foul.
Yep, tried to go for the double team on the baseline, and as you mentioned, Richard, just a little too aggressive.
That's going to be the second team foul on the Winged Lions. Almost a backcourt violation.
It is a backcourt.
That was a backcourt.
Yeah, it was. They missed it.
Anish from the corner.
It's amazing when you have 3 guys out there, they can still miss something that obvious.
And there's a trip in the back court. Scott Anish picks up a foul.
Team foul number 3 for the Lions of Lower Moreland. Watch the play. He catches the ball inside. He's got it there. And then watch. He doesn't even make any bones about it either, Richard. He just goes there. It's like, hey, that line doesn't mean anything to me.
Curry to Bilinski. Rotate the ball very well. Get a wide open 3 for
there it is.
Dan Burke.
That's the game right there.
Hasn't missed a step, has he?
That's their third 3 of the first quarter already, Richard.
That's now 9 unanswered points. 3 field goals. And there's a hold on Burke.
That's 2 quick fouls though on Danny.
Yeah, it is. Third team foul, but that's the second personal foul on Burke.
You don't normally see him that aggressive at the defensive end either, Richard. That's not his game.
No. That's not going to do much for his fouls per minute stat.
Right. Somebody must have talked about him over there or something. One of those Lower Moreland guys must have insulted him. He was taking that's pretty tough.
There's Bilinski with the steal. He rumbles in and is fouled on his way to the hole. He'll go and shoot 2.
And that's Scott Anish's second foul as well. He's the leading scorer. He took a little shot that time too by Bilinski. Bilinski is one of those wiry kind of guys.
He's a
all
tough
knees.
guy.
Yeah, he is. All knees and elbows.
Look at the Lower Moreland bench.
Yeah. They got like I said, they got Tommy Harvey on the bench. They got Yao Ming on the bench. They got all kinds of people on it. This is one of my favorite teams.
That's now 11 unanswered points, I think. Bilinski does a good job of making both free throws and puts the Winged Lions up by 11 at 16-5. Lower Moreland needs a good look at the basket here.
There's that Bilinski again.
Fishman.
Twist just a hair late getting there.
There's a nice shot by number 15. Rami Hakeem. It's a nice looking bucket.
Yeah, it was.
Makes it a 9-point game. Dallas Twist in the ball game finds Bilinski. Chris Flick in the paint. He's got a nice soft touch around the basket. And Pius is starting to spread out their scoring very well.
They certainly are, and 18 points is a nice quarter for Randy Reber, especially coming off a 3-week layoff.
There's Freemark in the paint. He can't make it, but gets his own rebound. Pump fakes, goes to the basket, and he's fouled. That's good work underneath by Freemark.
Yep. He got good position in there. He split the difference between Twist and Flick and just got inside and kept on working.
And the foul is on Chris Flick. Team foul number 4 on the Winged Lions.
Well, you got another left. Freemark lefty too.
It's a nice looking free throw. Curry, Michael Curry comes back into the game and replaces Chris Flick.
Got it.
Good job from the charity stripe by Manny Freemark. He's a 6'3" senior.
I heard Coach Reber yell, let's hold for one, let's hold for one. Up by 9 points. Oh, there you go. Difebbo wanted to go, though, didn't he, Richard?
Just comes natural. It's instinct.
It's like Randy had the leash on him and yanked it real tight. It's like the dog when it got to the end of the leash.
All right, now 8 seconds left in the quarter.
Now they have to go.
Inside to Twist, back outside to Difebbo. He is on fire from outside the arc as the buzzer sounds. An impressive quarter for the Winged Lions. We'll be right back with the second. You can see the line score. 21 points in a quarter for St. Pius.
Yeah, like I said, if Randy had any fears of coming out rusty offensively, they were put to rest as they did a nice job from the offensive side. There, Curry rims out, but they really have been doing a good job shooting the rock, Richard. Back to the zone again. Little 1-2-2-3-2 look. Lob inside.
Into Fishman. He is fouled, can't make it.
That's going to be on Curry, I believe.
Yeah. Dan Fishman will head to the line. It is on Curry. That's the 5th team foul on the Wing Lions.
There we go with that eerie quiet again, Richard. Uh-oh. Got to get it up. Got to get it up there, Mr. Fishman. Get a little air under it. Pretty flat with that shot.
Well, he doesn't have textbook form on that free throw. He's not really facing the bucket.
Blake Seidman, number 25, checks in for the first time too, Richard. There you go. Danny?
He makes 1 of 2 and makes it an 11-point ball game. Pius now up 21-10.
Burke's back in the ball game too with 2 fouls. We'll see how he plays. Dribble, attaboy.
Burke on the 3 ball, rims out. Offensive rebound by Curry. Takes it up strong and throws it in.
I think you're exactly right. Throws it in, Richard. That was more of a throw than a shot. That was for sure.
But he stayed with it. That's good effort on the offensive glass. And there's another foul.
Yep.
I think that's going to be on Burke.
Yep. Watch Curry in there bobbing and weaving and ducking and chucking. And it goes in. Had a crazy spin going on it.
Yeah.
I think Randy Reber's playing a lot more zone because of some of the foul troubles that are happening. And Burke,
Danny Burke will exit.
Well, it must be the ankle because he's not moving his feet at all. He's just reaching and slapping in there. I mean, he's had 3 whacks, and you know, maybe he could have had another one in there thrown in.
Well, I don't think we'll see him for the rest of the half.
Nope.
Pius stays with the zone.
Brett Nelson, the young junior in there, loses the ball.
Difebbo pushes it ahead. Tries a bounce pass out to Bilinski, but it's kicked out of bounds. That's Blake Seidman. See Coach McCabe playing a lot of players now.
Well, he's trying to find the right combination here, Richard. They're struggling offensively, down by 13 already.
Bilinski penetrates, tries to dish to Flick. Here comes Lower Moreland. Freemark rumbles in. He can't score, but Fishman gets their offensive rebound, and it's blocked by Bilinski.
Bilinski doing a good job doubling down from up front. Got a hand on the ball, number 34, Danny Fishman, 6'1" senior.
Lower Moreland inbounds, trailing by 13.
We got to try to find some screens for number 3 and getting some shots.
He'll take one from the top of the key, leaves that one just a bit short. Martin rebounds.
They have the numbers.
Bilinski rifles a pass for Difebbo, but Anish is in the way.
Uh-oh, and they throw it away again.
They turn it right back over to the Wing Lions.
Yeah, not a good play. Coach Reber talking to his group a little bit. They're getting a little sloppy out there, Richard. They have opportunities. They've had 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s, and they can't convert the passes.
Well, the inbound, 6:17 to play in the second. Chris Flick, inside move. Can't make the bucket, but another foul, and it's going to be on Anish.
Yeah, that's going to be 3 on him now.
Yeah.
Now what does Coach McCabe do? He's got to go to his bench, get the leading scorer off the floor.
I think his brother's going to come in and replace him.
Well, his brother's going to see if he can try to steal one of his fouls for him. Hey, that was mine.
He should just switch shirts.
That's it. At halftime, I'd be doing that. I tell you, you could never tell. I couldn't do it. I couldn't tell your sons.
Problem, I think, is that one is a lefty, one's not. In this case.
Just tell the ref they're looking at it backwards. Flick makes 1 of 2.
And it's now a 14-point ball game. St. Pius showing some three-quarter court pressure.
Good play by Curry.
Yeah.
Give it up.
Creates a turnover.
There it is.
Bounce pass to Bilinski. He is fouled, and he makes the bucket. That's a nice play. That's nice basketball and great concentration by Dave Bilinski.
Yep. Difebbo gave it up right at the right time. And the finish. There's the play one more time right now. Give it up. Got to give it up at the foul line. Give him a chance to do something with it. Takes the shot on top of the head.
Well, Coach McCabe is going to take a 20-second timeout with 6:05 left to play in the second. All right, we'll take a brief timeout too. You're watching District 1 playoff basketball on PCTV. Fine. He certainly earned his playing time he's getting.
Yes, he certainly has. He's really improved as the year's gone on. However, he misses that three-point opportunity. It's funny, I tell you what, Mickey McDaniel must be doing some DJing on the weekends and stuff. He got the mix going on here at timeouts and everything else.
Plays rocks during the timeouts. Difebbo on the baseline. Good defense by Lower Moreland. Prevents a layup. There's Seidman on his own. Can't make the left-handed layup.
That's it. Look up.
Well, that was Rami Hakeem, rather. And there's Chris Flick going across the baseline, getting his second field goal.
And that's bad transition defense by Lower Moreland. Flick shouldn't beat you down the floor, Richard.
Fishman penetrates, leaves it for Freemark, but Curry's in the way.
Did a nice job of reading the play.
Flick into Curry.
Swing the ball. That's it.
Wide open Martin. He goes reverse and makes it.
Nice play. Nice look. Interior passing.
They're moving the ball very well against that zone. It's now a 20-point advantage for the Winged Lions. That's Anish. His fadeaway won't go. Freemark has an offensive rebound, and Chris Flick pushes him out of bounds, commits a foul.
Nice interior pass by Curry as Martin goes, uses the basket as a shield with the nice little reverse layup. Flick picks up his second, huh, Richard?
Yep.
There's the coach of the girls, who has to be extremely happy. Joe Mosley's got the girls playing well at the right time of year. They will be playing for the district finals.
District final on Friday night.
There's my boy, Yao Ming came in. I told you, Matt.
Well, number 22 actually for Lower Moreland is Sam Lee.
His name is Yao. Yo.
Yo.
Yao. Yo. Yogi.
And at 6'4", he comes about a foot short of Yao Ming.
And about $100 million less, I'm sure. I saw him shoot lamps. I couldn't believe the resemblance. He even has the same hair and everything. Brush cut. Oh boy, Yao, get up there.
Jump ball, a held ball, possession arrow, gives the ball to Lower Moreland. They'll inbound with 4:53 left to play in the second. They're trailing by 19.
Oh.
Ill-advised pass.
See, that's where if Difebbo uses his off arm, Richard, he makes that play. So hard to get kids to do that.
Sam Lee goes baseline, kicks it back out. That shot's off the mark. It's Jared Zeisler back into the ball game. We'll get a held ball again, a jump ball. This time, possession arrow goes with St. Pius.
Right.
And I see Pristakich
Yep.
is in the ball game. Lower Moreland, just some token pressure. Difebbo penetrates, loses the handle.
Good defense.
Zeisler comes up with it.
But see how he gets down the middle of that lane, though, Richard? He has an uncanny ability to do that. Good pass.
Nice dish, but no layup. Ahead to Difebbo.
Looking to
He
run
leaves
again.
it for Twist, and Twist lays it in.
I thought Dallas was going to throw one down, Richard. I thought he was going to give us Bruce McClellan again with a two-handed throwdown.
I don't know that he has that in him.
I don't think so either, but he looked like it.
Lee can't make it. Zeisler has the rebound. There's a
There
nice
you go.
pass inside and layup. That's good
Yeah.
basketball right there. Sam Lee has his first field goal.
Sam's got to get in the starting lineup. Gives him some good size inside, too, Richard. He's only a sophomore, but you got to play those young kids, coach. There's Dallas Twist finishing at the end of this mini break. and then finish. Got to use the glass, so come on, Dallas.
Oh, we've got a 20-second timeout with 3:28 left to play in the second period. Anish leads it for Freemark. His fadeaway is nothing but net.
Nice off baseline jumper there, Richard.
Freemark now has 5 in the ball game.
Pius is swinging the ball real nice, Richard. Rotating from side to side, trying to get open looks. There's
Martin
another one.
Leads it for Dallas Twist, and he can't quite get the roll, but Curry keeps it alive.
Swing the ball, you got a shot. Shoot it. There you go.
Kristakich will launch the 3. He's fouled outside the arc. That thing almost went down.
Yeah, it did. Almost had that rare 4-point opportunity, Richard.
And the foul is going to be called on Manny Freemark. The 6'3" senior has committed his second personal foul.
And the Cardinals sin there, Richard.
All set.
Fouling the 3-point shooter.
Joe Pristakich. I got him as a 6'1" sophomore.
So do I. I don't know if he's 6'1" or not, but he looks like a sophomore.
Dallas Twist will take his seat. Who's had replaced him, Dave?
Where? 23?
23.
Not sure.
Check the scorebook.
That's one of the young sophomores. I know Randy brought up a lot of his JV team. With the big lead and the foul difficulty, he's going to get these young kids some PT.
Oh, number 30, David Genter in the ball game.
My man, my main man, number 10 in there,
number
too.
10, yeah.
Yeah,
Rosegarden.
Yeah.
And there's Zeisler getting open for a layup.
I never promised you a rose garden, Richard.
Now we've got a reach-in foul. Both teams now in the bonus. So Dave Bilinski will head to the line shooting 1-1.
Well, we saw the first game, Richard, that Devin Prep was able to knock off Christopher Dock as we look at my man Rosegarten.
Zeisler committed the foul. And Bilinski having a good night from the line. Good night overall, as a matter of fact.
Saw Tommy Saylor on the official book there. He's got everything all straightened out. Talked to his pop before the game. Good man.
Back up to a 20-point advantage for the Winged Lions at 37-17. 2:15 to play in the half.
Ooh, get out of the lane, Yao.
Anish cannot catch iron. Curry with a good rebound.
Good
Bilinski
look.
into Curry. And he is fouled by Sam Lee. And they'll probably call that in the act of shooting, though I'm not quite sure that Curry was shooting the ball. That may have been a pass.
Yeah, he didn't know what he was doing. He sort of got caught up in the air. Got bailed out by Lee.
Well, Curry only 1 of 3 from the stripe. Lee will exit the ball game, and he's replaced by Merrick Smith. I'll say one thing for Coach McCabe, he plays a lot of players.
That's why he brings them along, I guess, Richard, huh?
Well, Curry now 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He's got a total of 4 points on the night. Pius now up by 21 at 38-17. Crashing in is Difebbo, knocking it out of bounds, but that'll be Lower Moreland basketball.
Well, Difebbo's younger brother Chase is suited up too, Richard. I was anxious to see if you might get a little PT here in the first half with Pius up by 21. Young freshman had a heck of a year in the football field.
Brett Nelson back in the ball game for the Lions.
Well, he went in a lock and load, it looked like, too, didn't he? Get in there. Ah.
Martin rebounds the miss, outlets to Bilinski. And Dave feeds number 23, and we've got a foul underneath.
Will be on Fishman.
Yep. That's Michael Urey, number 23. Sorry, Mike.
Should have had him in our book, Richard.
You should have. He's played already.
Yeah. Missed the first end of the foul shot, so. There you go,
Mike. Makes 1 of 2, and it's 39-17. 1:26 left to play in the half. Fishman, I think he's played the whole half. Zeisler gets it inside to Smith.
But they really collapse nice on the guys in the post, aren't they, Richard?
Well, they're playing great defense right now. As Fishman takes it down the lane, and he is fouled by Curry.
Randy didn't want that foul either. He knew that was a tough shot for him to make.
Yeah, he was a bit out of control.
Yep.
And Curry has picked up his second.
And that's the one negative, I guess, Randy Reber can go into halftime, at least talk to him, you know. You like to have at least something that you could work on. You know, you're up by 22 points. You're playing well. You're obviously a little bit more talented than the team you're playing. And yeah, it's nice to go in there to be able to say, hey, look, fellas, we got to play a second half. We need to work on a couple things right now. Defensively, they got to start moving their feet. They're lazy, and they're starting to slap and hack a little bit.
Yeah, they've committed too many fouls.
Yep.
Well, Fishman comes up 0 for 2 from the line. There's good defense by Fishman. Matt Martin gets it to Dallas Twist. Urey keeps it alive and tips in. That's a nice tip by Mike Urey.
It is. Skied up for that putback.
And it's 41-17.
That's why they pay $150 for those sneakers, Richard.
Yeah.
So you and I wore those little $9.99 Beta Bullets. They didn't make us jump like that back in the day. Chucky Taylor Converse, canvas.
Urey again on nice pass. There's good defense as Zeisler comes back to block that. Now Lower Moreland has 15 seconds. Inside to Smith. He goes right to the hole.
Good
and
move.
he gets a nice bucket.
Boy, Merrick.
Dallas Twist rumbles in. Out of the pack comes Difebbo. He launches one at the buzzer, but it won't go down. Pius playing good defense, and they end the half up 41-19. We'll be right back.
Hollenbach Home Center and the
Frank Kiss Cycle Sales leading scorers. Steve Anish with 5, and he scored all those in the first quarter. Difebbo leading all scorers with 9, and there's 3 3-pointers. Bilinski has chipped in 6, as well as Martin. Those are leading scores, brought to you by Frank Kiss Cycle Sales. Latanzio Steaks and Stuff in the Nagel Center at 15 Moser Road in Pottstown. Voted best in the Mercury's Reader's Choice Awards 7 times for steak sandwiches and 4 times for hoagies. Now offering catering for all occasions, and they deliver free in the surrounding Pottstown area. Call for our current specials at 610-326-2169. Latanzio's Steaks and Stuff.
Well, we went out searching for some waves. It was pretty mellow, actually.
The line score, Pius actually playing very good defenses. They've held Lower Moreland to 20 points.
Yeah, I think we'll be very happy with that. And like I said, a couple sloppy turnovers there. When you know you're a little better than a team and you're beating them by a lot, sometimes you have a tendency to do that. I'm sure Randy says, I want you to keep your intensity. We got to start building towards Saturday's showdown with Devon Prep now, because as you mentioned, Dick, in the opening, only one team goes on to the States.
Anish can't make the 3. Number 25 stays in the ball game. That's Blake Seidman. He makes a nice layup. Matt Martin feeds Curry. Curry hesitates and has his shot partially blocked by Zeisler.
Yeah, he's got to explode to the basket there. Randy Reber's not real happy with Curry on that effort.
Different starting 5 for Coach McCabe.
Well, you mentioned earlier, Richard, in telecast, that he does use a lot of people.
One minute into the third quarter. 20-point advantage for the Winged Lions. Flick trying to feed Curry, but it's picked off by Zeisler. He's played some good defense here in the early going of the second half.
All right, Coach McCabe calling out UCLA. Let's see what this looks like. Spreading the floor. Bang,
Zeisler.
back door.
What? Look for the back door, wasn't there.
Maybe that's why UCLA is having problems this year, Richard. All right, there you go.
Manny Freeman, he now
Bailed him
has
out.
7.
That's it.
41-23. Difebbo to Flick. He pump fakes, fires, but can't score. And Hakeem rebounds.
You can see Pius sort of lost its edge and intensity there during that halftime, Richard, up by over 20 points.
Well, I think this is a tough coaching situation for any coach. When your team's up by 20 and the game appears to be well in hand, but you got to prepare them for the next game, which is the district championship.
Absolutely. Near steal there by Zeisler as he snuck up there on Difebbo.
Matt Martin at the top of the key. Difebbo to the lane. Can't make it, but it'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Freemark got caught with his hand in the cookie jar there. That's you, number 24, Manny.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Chad Difebbo has all of his 9 points from outside the arc.
Yep, 3 of them. Team made 4 all in the first quarter, Richard. They didn't make a 3 in the second quarter. Difebbo now has 10 to lead all scorers.
There's Curry with an offensive rebound, puts it back in.
He's got long arms, Richard. He gets a lot of those rebounds.
And he keeps the ball high.
Yep.
Pius stays with the 2-3 zone. Hakeem travels.
Yep. Little mix up there.
Freemark kind of got in his way.
Yeah. Freemark says, man, you should have zigged instead of zagged, brother.
Lower Moreland is going to press. Full court man.
I like that by the official stopping the game, making sure all the jerseys are tucked in. Let's get some sanity back in this game. Somebody got flash middle. There you go. Probably was a foul on Freemark again.
Yeah, he could have committed a foul there.
Yep.
Curry has position down low, leans in, scores over Freemark.
From a tough angle, too, Richard. He couldn't bank it because he got on the baseline a little bit too much. So he kissed it straight in.
Hainish, a lot of arc, leaves it a bit short. Freemark comes up with it.
He gets a little funny jackknifey little thing, doesn't he, Richard?
He does.
Look up, look up. There you go.
There's Bilinski on the break, and he is hammered on his way to the hole.
That's going to be on Sideman, I think, number 25, junior.
Well, Bilinski likes to get out and run, doesn't he?
Yep. There's the play one more time, and again, there's Difebbo keeping his head up, and there you see the foul by Sideman, number 25.
Well, Dave Bilinski's playing a very solid game here tonight.
3rd trip to the line, 4th trip to the line, Richard.
Yeah, that's a good sign, isn't it?
I know Mickey better get on the DJ booth again and pump this crowd up a little bit, Richard. Need some Led Zeppelin back in there, or now who was that? Who do you have on here?
ZZ Top.
Yeah, ZZ Top.
Daniel Fishman has his first field goal of the ball game because he goes long baseline, and it's 48-25. Matt Martin, line drive, 3-pointer, but it goes in.
Wow. Coach McCabe needs a TO, baby.
Matt Martin now has 9, his first field goal since the second quarter. 51-25 to our score. We'll take a brief timeout.
He's in that foul mode tonight. A little rusty yet for missing all that time.
Well, he gets a rebound.
There you go. Good boy, Danny.
Gets it ahead to Martin. Kind of a lazy pass.
Yeah,
It's
and a
picked off by
turnover.
Anish. But Anish dribbles on the baseline and gives it right back to the Winged Lions.
All right, Rosegarten.
He's got to be on your all-hair team.
Absolutely. Got the bad do.
He's just a junior, is Rosegarten. 51-26. St. Pius trying to make their way to the District 1 finals on Saturday.
Against Devon Prep, old foe. That's good defense by Rosegarten there. Made Matt Martin put it on the floor, and that little spin shot, tough to make.
Rosengarten penetrates, loses the handle. Lee comes up with it. It's important for Pius now on this end of the floor to keep up the defensive intensity.
Yeah.
Without committing fouls. There's Evan Anish. That's his first field goal. And it's 51-28. Curry on the baseline.
He's now in double digits, Richard, with 10 of them.
He got 6 in this quarter alone.
Yep.
53-28.
Oh, had Lee underneath open.
Fishman instead takes it right to the hole and scores off the glass. Dan Fishman.
That boy Fish looks like a football player. Get tough inside.
He's got 5 in the ball game. Danny Burke can't make the shot. Curry gets an offensive rebound. Finds Difebbo, who launches a 3. That's the first 3 he's missed today.
Reeves not real happy.
Right.
Doing a little too much freelancing out there.
A little too much sandlot. Martin is left wide open for a 3, and the rebound comes to Lower Moreland.
Yep, Seidman doing a good job in there, number 25.
Again, Fishman gets in the paint.
Look at him scoring inside. That a boy, Fish. Randy not real happy. Again, he sees the big picture, Richard. He knows it. Down the line, they got to play a lot better than this against Devon Prepper. It's going to be a long Saturday afternoon or Saturday night for them.
And Curry misses a layup, but tips it back in. He's got 8 in this quarter.
Difebbo took a shot in the funny bone there. He's holding his elbow.
Fishman shots off the mark. Lee rebounds. He's in trouble, but gets it up and in the bucket.
Oh boy, Lee.
That's James Lee.
Yep.
Difebbo rifles a pass to Curry, who stops short, stops and pops. As a matter of fact, he's got 10 in the quarter for a total of 14.
Well, he's running the floor well. He's getting to open spots, and Difebbo has him pretty well in the crosshairs, in focus here tonight.
10 seconds left in the third quarter. Anish from the top of the key can't make the 3. Fishman goes along baseline but steps on it and turns it over to St. Pius with 2.5 seconds left in the third.
Well, see if they can get a shot off in 2.5 seconds. They probably can. Uh-oh.
Martin's baseball pass shot will not go, but that ends the third quarter. Pius appears to be in control as the third. There's our line score. We mentioned about the defensive intensity in the second half, and St. Pius allowed Lower Moreland to score 15 in that quarter, their worst defensive quarter of the game. Dallas Twists in the ball game. Lower Moreland has gotten very aggressive defensively.
Well, they play hard, Richard. They just, they're just not as talented, but they're a good, scrappy group.
Difebbo shot is short. Zeisler pushes it up the floor. Well, they can dribble.
quick.
That's a nice pass to Zeisler, but just can't finish. And number 25 is Seidman getting the left-handed layup.
And Randy wants a quick timeout. He wants to make sure he talks to his players a little bit about things.
57-36 is our score, and we'll take a brief timeout. You're watching District 1 playoff basketball on PCTV.
Back here, Richard, our high perch up here at SpringFord. It's always nice to come down here and do a game. That's my buddy Tom Ramsey. Takes good care of me.
Well, it's always good to have this high perch when you have that third official.
Absolutely.
Almost when you're on the floor, you have almost always have an official in your way.
Yep.
Well, Coach Reber called a timeout to try to get some intensity back in his club so they can execute. Now Dallas' twist shot is partially blocked. And Lower Moreland certainly hasn't given up despite the large lead for St. Pius. Difebbo tries to leave it for twist, but Rosengardner comes up with it.
That's it. My man Rosegarten did a nice job again stepping into passing lanes.
Pius still up by 21. There's a reach-in foul on Bilinski, who has just picked up his third personal.
Thought he had one, too. Thought he had one. Curry and Martin going to check back in for Burke and Twist. I don't know. If I were Coach Reber, I'd probably leave Burke in there a little bit more, Richard. He has to get back into game shape, and I think they're going to need him against Devon Prep on Saturday. I'd get Danny Burke a couple more minutes. I know his ankle's not 100% yet, although he doesn't look like he's limping at all. But he's been the guy who's really been missing in action, if you will. You talked about missing the last 2 games plus the 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'd get him some more minutes.
Anish has his pocket picked by Bilinski. Curry needs some help, and he finds Bilinski. Exactly 6 minutes left to play in this District 1 semifinal.
Oh, little mix up there in the spacing.
Anish from the three-point arc. He hasn't scored since the first period,
nope.
At least from the field. Martin off the screen, gets up in the air, has got to give it up to Bilinski. And there's a blocking foul on Anish. Scott Anish has just picked up his 4th personal.
Yes, he did.
And immediately off the bench is number 32. That's Dave Genter. So we expected a lot from number 3, Scott Anish. He scored the first 5 points for Lower Moreland, and now leaves the ball game with 6 points and 4 fouls.
Pius yet to score here in the 4th period.
Yeah, they're struggling offensively.
Yep.
That's thanks in part due to greater defensive intensity by Lower Moreland. Nice pick and roll. And another dish, and Curry. Boy, he's the leading scorer in the ball game with 16.
Yep. 16 big points, huge second half, Richard. Only had 4 at halftime. He's got a dozen of them here in the second half. Good interior passing here again inside as Flick finds number 14, who's always sort of hanging around a bucket, Richard.
Just under 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Difebbo gets it out to Bilinski. His shot won't go, and good rebounding position by Fishman, and he is fouled by Flick.
Yep, Flick over the back.
That's going to be the 3rd personal on Chris Flick. And Chris will exit the ball game as Mike Urey comes back in. Urey put in some good minutes in the first half.
Here we go. Luke.
Here comes your buddy, number 22, into the game, Richard.
Kristikich.
Yeah.
59-36, St. Pius.
Oh, there's a bomb.
Yeah, that's way out there. Fishman is playing a great second half. Dan Fishman has an offensive rebound and a putback. He's got a total of 9 in the ball game. However, Dan commits a foul. That's going to be the second on Fishman.
Yeah, that's a tough charge to take there when the guy's running full speed ahead. It hurts.
It's like he is grimacing now.
There's the play right here. As Bilinski has a full speed ahead, and there you see Fishman trying to come up and take the charge, and that's an obvious blocking call. Good call by the official.
Uri from the top of the key. His line drive goes. That's a 3 for Uri.
Yep.
Mike Uri now has 8 in the ball game.
6-3 for Pius here tonight.
62-38 is our score. There's a kick ball as Aines tries to get it inside. And number 12 in the ball game for St. Pius. That's Jason Kopenitz, a junior, a 5'8" junior.
Well, that's going to be it for Difebbo for tonight.
Aines continues to launch the 3 ball. Fishman with an O board, and he's got a jump ball, a held ball. Possession arrow will stay with Lower Moreland.
Well, they got to get Chase in there now, Richard. It has to be a Difebbo out there on the floor for Pius. Chad's done for the evening.
Fishman has a block by Curry. Out of the pack.
Take it strong, baby.
Bilinski. That's going to be Pius basketball. Bilinski will inbound. 3:31 to play in the district semifinal. Kopenitz is left wide open. Can't make the bucket. Curry rebounds.
He's throwing the ball to Difebbo. Difebbo's jumping up and down on the bench over there like he was open. Curry found the open guy.
Well, he's used to passing to Difebbo.
Yeah, don't give him the turnover for that one, Coach Reach. That's on Difebbo.
James Dubinsky comes into the ball game, and Mike Curry will take a seat on the bench for the remainder of the game. Curry exits with 16 points.
Yes, he does.
Dubinsky's a 6'2" junior. Eric Smith in the ball game for Coach McCabe. Rosengarten drives in, can't make the layup. Dubinsky with a strong rebound.
He got his hair got in his eyes there, Richard. He lost focus on the square up there.
Kopenitz running the offense for the Winged Lions.
Go ahead, P. Joey P. Give him the rock.
And Pius right now content to take time off the clock as Dubinsky muscles inside and is fouled, and he'll go to the line. Let's take a look at our Tri-County Toyota player of the game, Mike Curry.
Yeah, did a nice job, particularly in the second half, Richard. Got a lot of rebounds also with those 16 points, a couple block shots inside. Congratulations, Michael, our Tri-County Toyota player of the game.
Number 25 gets his hand on that. That's Blake Seidman. Knocks it out of bounds.
He's played hard tonight. I said Coach McCabe will not be unhappy with their effort, Richard. They just haven't been able to execute a lot of offense, and Pius is able to exploit some things on their defense.
There's some more good passing
Get in
inside.
there.
And Dubinsky has a layup. 64-38.
They're always the crowd favorites, aren't they, Richard? Those guys that are sort of on the end of the bench and don't get a lot of PT, they get in there and they get a chance to do some things.
But they practice every day.
Absolutely. Essential part of a basketball team.
Make the regulars better.
Absolutely. Uh-oh.
There's a bad pass by Kopenitz. And Rosengarten still can't make the layup.
He does everything but make the layup.
Yeah,
Richard
he gets there for sure.
Steps in nicely, reads, anticipates, just can't finish.
And now Mike McEachern will come into the ball game for Coach Reeves. Michael Urey will take a seat. Urey's put in some good minutes tonight.
Sure. Well, Pius will be moving on Saturday afternoon or Saturday night, playing the district final, Richard, against that Devon Prep team. And winner take all there. Winner goes on, loser goes home.
Yep. Also number 42, Brian Hartstill in the ball game. He's a freshman in the ball game.
Oh, got him.
Kopenitz.
There you go.
Gets a layup.
Good look inside. Good ball movement, Richard.
And it's 66-38 Pius. Less than a minute and a half to play.
Uh-oh.
Merrick Smith wide open underneath the bucket, turns to the basket, makes a layup.
Little breakdown defensively there. That's a pretty good strong take, though.
Christikuch fights for the rebound and comes up with it.
Good Joe P.
He's going to handle the rock
He
here.
is going to handle it. Spread the floor, reverse the ball. Randy wants to take a timeout so he gets everybody in the ball
He's
game.
got a couple guys he wants to get in the ball game. 54.4 seconds left in the opening round / semifinal game of districts.
Well, this weekend, Richard, we'll be down at Wissahickon on Friday night to check the girls out. Tommy McGee and I will be calling that one. Christopher Dock and St. Pius. Joe Mozzie's group playing well. And on Saturday, somewhere we'll be as Pius takes on Devon Prep.
And that 7 p.m. is the airing time for CTV. That's not game time.
Well, Pius is the only two teams left in the Pac-10. LC got knocked off by Harrington. Tough to Harrington team.
Yeah, they played Harrington tough.
Yeah, 59-49 last night. So not a great year for Pac-10 in the postseason, Richard.
No, not at all.
There's my boy, Chase Difebbo in there.
Chase Difebbo in the ball game.
Load it up, Chase.
Kopenitz again with a strong take and another bucket. Who appears to be a crowd favorite.
Absolutely. All these young guys. Good to see that. The kids out here cheering on their buddies.
Number 32 is also Matthew King in the ball game. King's just a freshman.
Rosengarten wants to know where to foul. He said, I'm getting hit all up in my chest and all over the place. Come on, ref. I can't finish these layups. Let me try one from the stripe.
Oh, that's Nelson in the corner. Spin move, kicks it outside. Sideman from the free throw line is fouled as he makes it. Fouls on Matthew King.
Nice shot by Sideman.
.4 seconds left.
And the Wing Lions live for another day. They win the battle of the Lions. Uh-oh.
Rosengarten picks one off. He's determined to get a bucket.
He is.
But he throws it away and takes a shot in the nose.
He did too. Right in the nose.
A very dominating effort by the Winged Lions. 68-50 or 58-43 is our final. Dave and I are going to come back. We'll wrap it up for you.
As we embark on cold and flu season, some people may require prescribed respiratory treatments.
Our final, St. Pius was able to shake off some rust tonight as they open up district play and actually had a pretty easy opponent tonight.
Yeah, they certainly did. I mean, it was obvious from the beginning of the ball game that Pius was the better team. They were more talented. They came in the #1 seed, playing the #4, and you can see why. And but they won the ball game, and they get to live for another day and play on Saturday for the district championship.
So one might think it's a pretty easy coaching job in a game like this, but you can see Coach Reber was coaching right down to the very end, trying to maintain their intensity, particularly on that defensive end.
Well, I don't think even maintain, but I think to get it back or to move it up a little bit of a level, he knows they have to play better on Saturday to beat Devon Prep in the district final. Although it's tough to tell kids, you can't fool them, Dick. You know, they know that they have the game in hand. They're up by 25 points. They know they can do almost anything they want out there at the floor. I know Randy wanted to execute. He wanted to play better defensively, but he's got to sort of put this one behind him now and keep working for Saturday.
Well, Michael Curry was the leading scorer. He did very well offensively, and Pius did spread the offense out, but he wasn't able to get Danny Burke involved in the offense or get involved in the flow too much.
Well, he got in foul difficulty, Richard. You know, again, you can see, I don't know if it's the effects of the bad ankle or not, but his lateral movement was not good. He was reaching and slapping and hacking a lot in there. He spent most of the time next to Coach Reber in foul difficulty. I thought Randy maybe should have tried to get him another minute or two or so in there to try to get him back into game shape, because I think they're going to need his outside jumper and his playmaking ability on Saturday.
Okay, as we mentioned, St. Pius will advance to the district finals on Saturday afternoon, and PCTV will be there. Hope he will be too. The final tonight, 68-43 Pius over Lower Moreland. This is Dick Geiger with Dave Reidenouer. Good night, everybody, and thanks for watching.